Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you the top mistakes you're probably making if you're not growing on Instagram. Listen, I have built an audience of over 2.7 million people on social media from zero. So I know a few things about what it takes to grow and what it doesn't. So if you're looking to get that swipe up feature or get off of the follower roller coaster, then this video is going to share all the things you need to stop doing right now.
Don't lose your faith, keep it straight. I'm nothing like any other.
So if you're new here, you might not have seen, but a couple of videos ago, I actually gave away a free scholarship to my Insta Growth Accelerator program with $2,000. And I said I was going to do another one. So here I am, I'm back again to do another giveaway. And what I thought would be really cool, basically, I am learning how to do YouTube from someone who has over 100 million views on YouTube. And she has an incredible course. And so I'm doing this course, I'm a student myself. And I thought what I would do is gift one of you with the course, because I know so many of you have been commenting below saying you're really interested in starting your own channel and you want to know what it is that I'm doing. I'm learning everything from her. She's absolutely incredible. So here's a link to her channel. And so if you're interested in winning this, it's worth $2,000 this course. Just comment below and we're going to pick someone in the coming videos. Okay, so if you're here, my guess is that you either aren't growing at all, or you are experiencing the follower roller coaster where you grow and then you lose followers and you grow and you lose followers and you never really seem to be getting anywhere. Or maybe you've started growing and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, this growth has completely stopped. So I have been there and there's a few reasons that this might be happening. So I'm going to explain all these in this video, but if you stick around till the very end, I'm actually going to be explaining how you can stop post paralysis while you're sitting there not sure what to post for good. I have some amazing tips around that. But first, let's dive in with the first thing that you need to stop doing. The first thing that I really need you to stop doing is focusing on the audience you don't have, and instead start focusing on the audience you do have. Yes, even if that's just your grandma. Listen, your grandma's interested in your content. No, I see people all the time thinking, I've only got 50 followers, I've only got 500 followers. Imagine being in a room with 500 people listening to you while you speak on stage. That's pretty amazing. That's what a platform is. 500 followers is a lot of followers, and I just first want to clarify that. We need to stop thinking in terms of I need thousands and thousands of followers before I can really start posting on Instagram. I really want you to think about the audience that you have now and serve them the highest capacity, because that audience is going to be the audience that recommends you to other people, that shares your stuff, that engages with you, that buys from you. They are going to be your 1,000 true fans. You've probably heard that talked about all the time. So these really are the people that you need to be focusing on. And the biggest mistake that I see people making in the early stages of growing their account, and to be honest, as they continue growing it, is they focus on the audience they don't have. They're constantly focused on how to get more followers and new followers. They really neglect who they've got already. And so I want you to spend time getting to know the audience that you already have. What do they want to see you posting? What are they interested in? Why are they following you? If you really, really serve them to the highest of your ability, they are going to really recommend you and be your advocates, and that's how you're going to grow an authentic audience. The second thing that I really need you to stop doing is either using bots if you are, or buying followers that are just not your ideal clients. And listen, I get the appeal. Maybe you want to get the swipe up feature or whatever it is, and so you think that buying these followers that are not targeted at all is going to be the thing to do. The problem is, and no one talks about this, so let's just get into it. When you post something, Instagram is going to show this post to a certain percentage of your audience. Let's just say it's 2%. It's not, but let's just say it's 2%. Instagram's going to show this post to 2% of your audience. Now, if of this 2%, a lot of your audience engage with it, they like it, they comment on it, then Instagram's going to think, okay, this is highly relevant content. So I'm going to show this to another 2% of this person's audience and another 2%. And then the post is really going to start getting traction. It's going to get out there. If you have an audience of people that are not interested in what you post and they're just not engaged at all, when this post then gets put out to that 2% of your audience, if barely any of them are engaging with it, Instagram is not going to roll this post out to other people in your audience. It's going to think that this is really not relevant, it's not valuable, it's spammy content, they're not going to put it out there. And so if you are doing this and you're having an audience of people that aren't interested in your content, you're going to really struggle to grow because no one's actually going to see your content. So if you've been doing this, I really recommend that you just go through and force unfollow anyone that's following you that you really think is, fake, it's a bot, or they're just not interested in your content at all. There's no harm in having a clean out every now and then and just going through and getting rid of those people. So I really recommend you do that. The third thing that you need to stop doing is sharing content that you think you should be sharing because everyone else is doing it. Listen, you are so unique and you have so much value to offer. But if you're just doing the same thing that everyone else is doing, and you're taking the same pictures and you're filtering them the same way and you're sharing the same quotes and the same captions over and over and over again, people aren't going to see your unique value, and they're not really going to have a reason to follow you. You know, way back in the day, having a feed that looked really Pinterest worthy of just curated content, those accounts used to do really, really well because that level of curation was pretty unique. These days it's not, and that high level of curation is often paired with high value, and so it's not the same as it was a few years ago. And so I really want you to think about what makes you unique. What content can you share that only your perspective can be shared in this way? Or what kind of valuable content can you share that really sums you up? I want you to think about doing that and stop doing things just because you think that you should be doing them. You've seen one person do it, so you're going to rinse and repeat it on your own channel. I want you to find out what makes you unique. What are the content pillars that make you you? What makes you so valuable? What are you a subject matter expert in that no one else is? How can you really demonstrate that expertise? I want you to think about that and post from that place instead. Another mistake that you might be making, and trust me, I see this one all the time, is that you are overthinking all of your content. So in particular, Instagram stories. You might not want to pick up your Instagram stories and just start filming your day because you think it's boring, or you're overthinking it, or you don't look good, or the lighting's not right, or you shared the same thing yesterday. I see so many people get caught up in the overthinking place that they really don't post anything. And trust me, it's so much better to have it done and out there than have it perfect. And you want to know a secret? Doing the same thing over and over, day in, day out, actually builds trust with your audience. They know what they're coming to you for. This consistency piece is actually really powerful and helps build a lot of trust with your audience. I talked about this in another video. So if you are the kind of person that is overthinking everything, I'm going to challenge you for the next 7 days just to show up anyway. On your stories, on live, on Instagram TV, on your feed, whichever medium feels good for you, just show up. Stop overthinking about it. Stop thinking that everything needs to be perfect. Just show up and start sharing things behind the scenes. Instagram stories is actually a really, really powerful tool if you're using it right. And I think the way to use it right is bring people behind the scenes and encourage that MSI, that meaningful social interaction that I talk about in other videos. Start to get people to respond to you, to answer you, to have conversations with you so that you can get to know them, and their engagement towards you is going to make your story views go up even higher. And the people that are watching your stories, those are the people that are really, really interested. So they're not just looking at your feed, they're actually watching your stories and they're engaging with you. Those are probably the ideal clients of yours that are going to buy from you as well. There is so much money to be made in Instagram stories, and we're going to get into that in a whole different video, but really just show up and stop overthinking it. Another mistake I see people make all the time is they don't post consistently. Listen, if you're only going to post on your Instagram once a month and call it a day, you're not going to grow, and you're probably not going to have a really profitable business off of Instagram. That's just how it is. You really need to be consistent in order to have a really highly engaged audience. Someone, people that are interested in your content, that keep coming back for more and more value. So I really want you to think about how often you can commit to sharing on your feed. Is it 3 times a week? Is it 5 times a week? Is it 7 times a week? Think about what is realistic for you and stick to that schedule. Same with stories. What is reasonable for you to do? I think personally, doing stories every single day is really important, and it doesn't have to be this big thing, right? It just needs to be you showing up, bringing people behind the scenes, or sharing about your brand, about your product, but actually bringing people behind the scenes daily so that they're having that touch point with you is really, really important. And then backing it up with your feed posts 3, 5, or 7 times a week, whatever feels achievable and consistent for you. I really recommend you doing that. A massive mistake I see people making is they get the momentum and they start posting consistently, and then all of a sudden they drop off. And a lot of that is because of this post paralysis, which I'm going to address at the very end of this video. But I really want you to stay consistent. I want you to think about what you can stick to and do it. I know you might wake up tired or hungover or unsure what to post, or you're out for the day and you haven't got your phone on you. You can do this by pre-planning ahead. You can do this by just sitting down for a couple of hours a week and thinking about what you want to post, getting all of the images done in one day, writing all the captions in one day. You can do this if you sit down and you plan it. So that's one thing I really want you to think about for the next week. Okay, and the final mistake that I want to share with you is you might have the most perfect content. You might be posting consistently every single day, but you're actually getting no exposure. This is one of the biggest mistakes I see people making, because How can you get more followers if you're not actually getting any exposure? So you really need to pair your content strategy with a growth strategy. So can you do giveaways? Are you boosting any of your posts? Are you getting shout outs from anyone? How are you actually getting people to your page? Are you doing viral style content? Again, things I've talked about in previous videos. If you're not getting exposure, but you're posting really, really good content, this is a big mistake because you might grow, but you're gonna grow really, really slowly. You want to be creating content that's gonna attract your ideal clients, it's gonna bring more people in, or you wanna push this content out to other people. You wanna push your profile out to other people. Because if people can't see you, if they can't get exposure to you, they don't know you exist. And so all of this amazing content that you've spent so long creating is not actually going to get the eyeballs that you want on it. Okay, and lastly, the bonus thing that I said I was going to share with you was how you can get rid of post paralysis for good. So it's actually really, really simple. I want you to pull out a journal and I want you to start writing. Today, my ideal client needs to hear ... and brainstorm all of the different things that your ideal client wants to hear. That is your content. Those are your prompts. If you can think of 10 things that they need to hear, that's 10 posts that you can actually do. So I want you to make this a regular practice, right? If you can do this once a week, twice a week, just pull out your journal, write down that sentence. You might need to just take a break and tune in a little bit to your ideal client, but just start brainstorming and you'll be amazed how many content prompts you get from that one question. Okay, guys, so if you're also interested in learning a little bit more, I've put a link below to a free training that I did, the 4 reasons you're not growing on Instagram. It's some of what I've covered here, but really, really going into detail about what it looks like to map out content pillars and all the different things. So that link is below. So please subscribe to this channel. I'm putting out videos every single week, so you'll get notified when that happens. And like I mentioned in the beginning, drop a comment below if you want to win the free course that's going to share with you how you can start a YouTube channel and really use that to grow your business. This program is worth $2,000 and I wanted to gift it to you because I'm a client of this course myself, and I really recommend learning from people who've been there and done that. So comment below and let us know why you want to win, and we're going to select a winner in the next few videos.
Don't lose your faith, keep it straight. I'm nothing like